In this video, we're going to talk about the Burton Trick Pony, an all-mountain freestyle board with a huge emphasis on the freestyle side of things. It's really designed to be a freestyle board that you can ride powder with and do powder freestyle. It's a board that isn't fully limited to the park, and the flex pattern is a little bit on the stiffer side from what I found, so you can drive it a bit more aggressively. This board features Burton's Pure Pop camber, which is traditional camber into a flat section with a micro rocker in it. It's basically Burton's version of camber 2.0. You're gonna load it like traditional camber, it's gonna lock in like traditional camber, except out at the tips, it's gonna be a little more loose and you're gonna get a little more snap from there due to that flat zone engaging. You're gonna notice it when you're pressing, you're gonna notice it in powder. It's one of those things where it's a profile that has benefits to it. This board is available in both regular and wide sizes. You're my little trick pony, John Cenacorn. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're my little trick pony. Fucking stunt monkey. Oh, that's awkward. So the trick pony has a unique flex pattern to it. It's stiffest between the feet and then a little softer out in the tips. And there's an okay amount of torsional give. It's not quite a middle of the road. It's like just a hair past that. And you'll notice that when you're riding it. This is a board you don't always have to be on your A game, but it'd probably be better if you were. This is a board that you can press into it, but it's still stiffer between the feet. This board is lively, so you probably will feel some of the vibrations, and that softer flex on the tips sometimes causes them to buckle when you're pushing through chunder. They don't wash out, they just fold back a little bit. This board has a lot of snap to it. You can load it up and just boost to the moon. It's a board that's designed for ollie and slow signs, sending cat track hits, going off side hits and just going further than you think, sending rollers like 20 feet down. And that carries over to how it rides in the park. Small, medium, large jumps, this board has a lot of snap out of it, so you never have to worry about it faltering when you're going off the lip. This is a board that's just designed for boosting. There's a hinge-like flex point in the tip and the tail that really lets you lock into presses. You're gonna notice that whether you're buttering or jibbing, you engage it and you can just feel that the board wants to flex right at these points. It is the ideal sweet spot. Now, buttering, slow, fast, doesn't matter. Jibbing, same thing. Small jibs, big jibs, it's fine. This is a board that's really designed for playing around and having fun with it. The one thing I found on the Trick Pony that was weird was that it takes a lot more effort to really leverage this board into hard Euro carves. If you're doing short, tight, quick turns, not a problem. Elongated, drawn out carves that take you from one side of the trail to the other, you're golden. It's those hard Euro carves that this board, you just really have to torque it to engage it and get that leverage that you want. It's the only downside to carving on this board. Otherwise, it's solid and it's a good board for ripping turns. I definitely recommend this board for an all-mountain freestyle rider, someone that's mashing pow in the morning, cruising groomers, and going in the park. It is a quiver of one type of deck with a unique shape to it. This is a board for going out and just charging the whole mountain and doing what you need to do on your day out there. There really weren't a lot of limitations with this board, and other than the carving thing, I think this board's super solid and I think it's kind of underrated, so maybe you guys should look more into this board. But then again, what do I know? I'm the angry snowboarder. What boards are comparable to the Burton Trick Pony? The Dinosaurs Will Die Quan, the Capita DOA, or Defenders of Awesome as it's also known, the Endeavor KTV, the Yes Standard, the Rome Mod. Alright, so now you've decided what snowboard you're going to get and you're going to decide where you're going to buy it. If you're shopping local, awesome. Slap your local shop guys a high five and tell them they're killing it. But for those of you that are buying online, why don't you shop from one of the links we have down below? That way you support us and you get a deal on your snowboard. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. That way you can see all the relevant, or
irrelevant snowboarding content that we're putting out for you guys. So smash that bell down below. That way you're getting a notification. And I'll see you guys in another video.
I almost call it the process.
Stay gold, pony boy.